So today class is about a gland that we are the pineal gland. That is the one that affects our moods, that also affects our intuition. So the third eye or ajnana chakra is very important, and how we know that it is very important and what are the signs that we have been seen to see the imbalance of that chakra. Now, one thing good about it is, okay, what's the remedy? Remedy is doing the practice of yoga, being in that space of asana, pranayama, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. Everything that is related to yoga is very important. But how do I know that I am having a little bit of an imbalance? Because if you really see about the melatonin, the first part of it is you won't have a lot of rest if this chakra is blocked. And it's very hard to go into a rest mode to get that activation of the melatonin. The other part is you will constantly feel that you're isolated or you're separate from the unity. Now, one thing is the third eye is very much is an important part to see ourselves as a uniting awareness. So the person, people, situation, if you think that they're against you, and you are going into that constant thinking about the separation, people are there to get me, people are there against me. Now, at that very moment, you know that you have separated a lot from this level of balance. And this is a very good time that coming into a level of the practice, or that you become very judgmental, or even you're not judgmental into someone's face in front of them, but there will be a commentary of thoughts. Why can't you get this right? Why can't you work it out? Why are you not doing this? Because I can see this clearly. Now, that is also the part of that you have lost the compassion to understand the limitation of a person, and therefore engage and forces totally your judgment onto that situation or to the person. So today class is just trying to get into this balance of this frequency and just seeing yourself beyond the perception of the body and the mind. Of course, the creative part of the mind and the third eye and the imagination will allow you to find a way to get use of the mind and the body to serve the purpose in much more larger level of understanding and compassion. So let's begin the class by working on this space and then relating into this space and allowing our breathing techniques also to soften the space to gaze more. And the other thing is, it's very important, the gazing into the sunset and to also the early morning sun, but not for a long time, but for a very gentle time, when the light is much more gentler. Now, also the part of the third eye is you have to understand, if you're very sensitive to light, and you're getting a headache out of the light, this is also kind of a lead to see that your third eye is in out of balance. But please don't take this as the total level of fact, experience into yourself. Also, don't gaze into the sun directly in the daytime, because it's not gently good for you. And in a very small dose, the pineal gland, the third eye can be activated very gently because it's a very light sensitive space. Now, also taking a rest from mobiles and stuff like that is very important, because it can interact in this level. Now, there are other medication for it very gently. You can work on the space of the third eye. Fluoride is not the most important thing because it can calcify and you will come into a less level of sensitivity in that space. So saying that, take a deep breath in, and I will move the space of the camera towards Darren, shoulders roll back, and very gently coming into the space of this body, and this mind is coming into the space of feeling. Take that deep breath by opening the mouth and just a gentle pouting, and very gently breathe in very loud, like, and then hold the breath for another 5 seconds and breathing out gently as possible through the mouth. Breathing in into the belly. Allow the belly to feel the belly space of the belly. Hold that breath very gently. And when you're breathing out, gentle as possible. Breathing in strong. Very gently breathing out, very gently. Shoulders relax and your chest open. Now very gently take in the sign of the mudra to do the anuloma viloma, taking a deep breath through the nostrils and breathing out through the left nostril, closing the right nostril. Now breathing in into the count of 4, deep breath into the space of the third eye. Feel that space, the light, the awakening. Hold the breath and very gently breathing out through the right nostril through your mudra. Now very gently, next 5 minutes, we're very gently allowing the space of the breath very gently to happen. There will be a time that your breath will take its natural way, holding in the natural way, and breathe out. And in this very moment, you could see you're bringing the balance into that space very gently. And you have become the witness of whatever the situation is. You have got into the area of consciousness in right away. It's not that you suddenly got the answer to your problem, but you have moved out from that space of trouble, whatever it is. And if your mind is engaging in the same conduct, you have become aware of that. So there is a level of a consciousness, intuitiveness. I'm not talking about logic, but about the reality. Now very gently breathe out through the left nostril and allow the breath to gently drop in the right arm. Allow the breath to move in and move out without the control. So when you understand this insufficiency of the polarity, you suddenly start opening up that mind. So now you can see that your third eye is more in a space of no accusation to the surface of the world, no accusation to the world. Now, in this level of understanding, on what grounds can you make such a criticism or judgment? Now you can basically let go of the punishment and the reward. I have done this, but why haven't I been rewarded? Why is every situation you see it as like a punishment? This is a quite beautiful part to understand the blockage of the third eye. Now very gently take a deep breath in. Now personality is removed, personal stories are removed. Let the body come into the space of consciousness. Shoulders relax, chest open, out breath, twisting the spine to the left side. Breathing in very gently, coming back into the center. Open up the space, change the leg formation. Take a great breath in and breathing out to the right side. Breathing in back into the center, arms raised onto the crown, palms onto the namaskar position, and bringing into the space of our heart content. Take a deep breath in and very gently re-energizing the space of the heart chakra, third eye, and the throat, and the crown, and also the navel to be engaged, and chanting a single Om to activate the practice. Take a deep breath in. Time to gazing into the space of the heart content. Where for a time you're taking a break from that personality and being invisible to the naked eye. Allowing that space to activate, witnessing this miracle, the mystery, excitement. As soon as that you are not there, there you are. Now take a deep breath in, shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back, and massage the back of the skull very gently, very gently. Breathe out, chin to the chest, stomach pulled in, collapse into a gentle cat. Breathing in, push the belly into the front, shoulders roll back, tongue roll up onto the upper palate. Very gently, energy focusing into the third eye. Breathe out, anus lock, navel lock, throat lock into a gentle space of that cat. Breathing in, shrug the shoulders up, tilt the head back, massage the back of the skull, open and close widely the mouth while tilting the head back, releasing any tension in the jaw, tension of engaging in the unconscious level of speech, behavior, thoughts. Simply at that time you did not know, but now you know. Breathe out, anus lock, navel lock, chin to the chest, collapse the spine, releasing the tension. The tension of all these energies, apo, tejo, vayo, patavi, earth particles, air particles, heat particles, that unnecessary has caused an imbalance because certain chemicals are louder than the others. Certain chemicals in the body causing disturbance, whatever it may be. Start from the point of not knowing to understanding. Now take a deep breath in, very gently, shoulders relax, arms raise onto the crown, interlacing the fingers, palms facing up, 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 very gently stretching that elbows a little bit more, raising the vibration. Breath out, spread the wings and twist the spine to the left. Pull the belly in, breathing in back into the center. Change the leg formation, arms raised onto the ground, interlacing the fingers, palms facing up. Very gently releasing that stagnation of stuckness. Wherever you are, where is your problem located in the body? Breath out, twist the spine to the right side. Breathing in, back into the center, shoulders relax and chest open. Now very gently, left leg stretch into the back, opening up the right hip, shoulders relax and chest open. Take a deep breath in. Shoulders relax and elevate the space of the heart. Now very gently take a deep breath in, breath out, deeply drop the elbows, walk those palms into the front. Now very gently between the instructions of the mind taking, you could see that the inside of the third eye operating deep inside. Now palms facing up, very gently, shoulders relaxed, chest open, back leg totally open. Now take a deep breath in, very gently coming back, shoulders relaxed, chest open. Now very gently into a plank, stronger on the pelvic floor, back of the head, lift up, drop the knees, stretch the spine into the back, palms facing up, shoulders relaxed, palms facing down, take a deep breath in, crawling and bringing the chest, crawling and bringing the belly onto the floor, elbows onto the floor, breathing in into a gentle cobra. Or looking onto the left side, breathing in back into the center, or looking into the right side. Breathing in back into the center, relax back onto the floor, on the hands, relax the third eye into the space of the sovereignty of the truth. Take a moment and relax your hips. Soften your back. Allow the energy from the deepest level of the spine to come into the same alignment with the chakras. Now take a deep breath in, palms onto the chest level. Take a deep breath in, coming into an up phase from the cobra. Breathe out towards a down phase. Now this is your first down phase, bending one knee at a time, releasing the tension, releasing the demand that you have created onto yourself, and you're behaving as it is forced onto you. So allow the practice. Where is this praising should come to you if you are being demanded in so much of your life? Who is missing here? Are you leaving the praise to come from the outside world? Or by a conscious level, you have come into the understand of your role in life? Now take a deep breath in and left foot into the front, into the pigeon pose. Shoulders relax and just open. The idea here is to not to be personal through the practice, but become very familiar of the mind and its habitual turmoil. Shoulders relax, just open. Take a deep breath in, drop the elbows, walk those palms into the front, release in the tension. The breath, the mind, the body is honoring into the space of the realization. There is a great effortless effort in the space of the practice. And suddenly your mind is find its devotion into that space. Now very gently take a deep breath in, palms facing down, very gently coming back, shoulders relaxed and just open into a plank. Stronger on the pelvic flow. Drop the knees, stretch the spine into the back, palms facing up, shoulder blades in the back relaxed. Also see whether you are constant trauma, where it is hold and held. Explore it. Explore it. And bringing it into the space of consciousness. And that is the only way whether it will no longer be affecting you, or release it, or your mind is losing the control over this trauma. So don't try to find reason for this trauma. And the person, I'm not saying that it's not important, but the person may have well gone out of life or move on, but why it is there is essentially what you need to engage to work with, unless it's useless. Because otherwise, a lot of people want the praise, want the blame, want the punishment, or at least they will punish themselves. So take this deep breath in, palms facing down, crawling and bringing the chest into the front. Breathing in into a gentle cobra, shoulders relaxed and just open. Now very gently observe this deceptive tactics of the mind. under the name of the yoga, also the mind will interfere. The personality will interfere. So what you're bringing is consciously the worth, because no one will ever give you that worth and that respect until you have, through bringing that light into your practice. Breathe out towards a down face. So now this is a very important time to give that attention to smaller everyday details of the body, every detail of the words and actions that coming out of this vehicle. Now take a deep breath in. Left leg up into the back, give a good rotation to the left foot. Left knee to the left chest, breathe out, stretch back. Breathe out, left knee to the left elbow, breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back, left knee to the right elbow, stretch back. Left foot into the front. Now very gently, arms stretch into the back, interlace in the fingers. Shoulders relaxed, chest open. Breathing in, arms raise onto the ground. Palms onto the crown chakra connecting. Palms onto the third eye. Palms onto the heart chakra. Very gently bring your attention drawing into these spaces. Very gently onto the solar plexus, navel, and into the Muladhara. Arms raised back into the crown. 6 deep cycles of breath. Very gently by the movement, creating the vibration of the energy and the principle of the light and the energy. Now your mind is just seeing the body, but this body is also accomplished by so many levels and privilege and blessings of energy, a community of energy. Now take a deep breath in, arms raised onto the crown, spread the wings and sitting onto the space of bending the knee into the Virabhadrasana. Take a mudra on the left, opening up. Very gently, that foot is grounded, but it's not heavy. You belong, but there is a freedom in this grounding. So they're releasing the tension of the special me that has specially affected me. These have been the good and the best. And whatever you have given yourself in this way of your security, just come into a normal, gentle space of light. Take a deep breath in, gentle arch. Take a deep breath in, coming back, elbow onto the knee in the front. Right arm roll back. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling, into the front without collapsing. That's it. Bring that hip down, right hip down a little bit. Right reaching into the front, touch the floor. Take a deep breath in, left arm reaching up to the ceiling, clench and unclench. Pull the belly in, stomach pulled in, and very gently allow that breath. Give that attention to the space of the mind and the body where it's breaking out. Take a gentle witness from being noisy. Left reaching into the back, touch the floor. Drop the back knee onto the floor, holding onto the front knee. Shoulders relax and chest open. Lunge forward and backward to release the tension. Take a deep breath in, palms onto the floor, into a plank, strong on the pelvic floor. Drop the knees, stretch the spine into the back. Palms facing up, releasing the tension. Are we all in the space of the presence? When you're thinking, you have ignored the space of the presence. If you're witnessing, then you're in the space of the presence, whatever you are witnessing. Palms facing down, very gently coming into a space of the cat. Anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Breathing in, drop the belly, opening up the chest, tongue roll up onto the upper palate. Breathe out, anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Breathe out, anus lock, navel lock, throat lock. Breathing in into a cow. Neutral spine. Now give a good rotation to the hips and releasing any tension that are engaging in those places of digestion, and very gently allowing a little bit of a flow. Now to the other side, wider rotation. Push the hips into the front, into the back, and stretch the spine into the back, palms facing up, releasing the tension. Shoulders relaxed and chest open. Now palms facing down, crawling and bringing the chest into the front. Breathing into a space of up face. Breathe out to the space of the down face. Right leg up into the back, give a good rotation to the right foot, right knee to the right chest. Breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back, right knee to the right elbow. Breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back, right knee to the left elbow. Breathe out. Breathing in, stretch back, right foot into the front. Arms stretch into the back, interlace in the fingers, arms raise onto the crown. Keep your hips square, shoulders square. 6 deep cycles of breath, just to give that space of expression where the body is starving in the space of struggle, where the mind is starving in the space of the struggle. And by breathing and opening up the stages of the body through the breath, you'll come into a space of flow. Arms raise onto the crown. Pay attention to me. especially with the emotion of hatred that the world is against you and you're trying hard and there is especially no reward. This kind of thing. Pumps onto the third eye. Throat chakra. Heart chakra. Solar plexus. Navel. Muladhara. Take a deep breath in, arms raised onto the crown. And opening up into the Virabhadrasana. Warrior pose. Right palm facing up very gently into the mudra. Very gently settling into the space of that reality. Having the courage to tolerate all the conducts of the mind. It has pulled the body in. Gentle arch. Breathing in back into the center. Elbow onto the knee. Left arm reaching up to the ceiling. Now just observe the mind. Why is this? Why is that? Why not? And it is showing its impatience. Now observe all the provocations which bristle with abusive level of language, related to your own sense of justice. Stretch into the front, onto the floor, touch. Right arm reaching up to the ceiling, clench and unclench. Observe. When the body wants to leave something, it does not leave. Sometimes it may have finding a stage of revenge to leave. So just don't choose anything. Allow it to come up into the space of awareness. Don't take it personal. Why is this? Why is that? Right? Reaching into the back. Touch the floor. Because the mind is repeating your habitual patterns. If you didn't have the class, you would have done and worked with these issues in a typical form of revenge. Because it loves revenge, it loves judgment, especially when the third eye is blocked. It aimed at a person. Drop the knee in the back. Hold on to the front knee, shoulders relax and just open. Come into the relationship of the present moment. You don't have to go finding, sort out all the unpleasant and pleasant logic and self-harm. Especially third eye blocked people are socially also withdrawing. So this is a great space to come into that space. So if you think the life should be succeeding, just be aware of it. You may get pulled into a lot of things. Now very gently into a plank. Drop the knees, stretch the spine, and very gently coming into a space of the child pose. Now very gently wake up the spine one vertebra at a time. Very gently coming into the space of the Garudasana, right arm on the top. Very gently giving a subtle touch into the third eye. Shoulders relaxed, chest open. Allow that space, allow that helping hand of the third eye. Witnessing has no vested interest whatsoever. In other words, it doesn't have choices. We could see that space, spread the wings wider and release the tension. Take a deep breath in and change the sides and coming into the Garudasana. Shoulders relaxed and chest open. A slight touch into the third eye. Now, this is a time, no matter what I do, I can't get the results. I'm not getting the acknowledgement. This is a time when the third eye is in alignment. Stop making any effort at all to answer those spaces. It's not studying more, or it's not doing more, it's not making money more. It's finding that relationship to the contentment of the moment that can help you. Take a deep breath in, stroke the third eye into the crown, spread the wings, and very gently touch the hips and come onto the knees. A gentle elbows pointing into the back, a gentle arch. Lift up the spine, head, and releasing the tension, elevate the space of the heart. So it's not a total Uttarasana, but if you have warm up the back, move into the camel pose. Breathe out into a child pose. Fist on the third eye, very gently, releasing that tension. Observe the mind is pessimistically rejecting this very moment. And if you're constantly a person get agitated by feeling that expecting anything from you, and then you also have that attitude of don't care about me and want to go into that abandon, creating that abandonment. So this is a very good time to open up that space of the third eye. And providing that assistance into that space. Wake up the spine one vertebra at a time. Now very gently stretch the legs into the front, give a good rotation to the feet. Shake the legs and release any tension. Now shake the legs and shake the arms and release further tension, that all are rooted in the sense of belonging. Securing this special ground in the body and special ground in the finance, special ground in the health. But just observe the community, connection to everybody. Now very gently, bring that left knee onto the chest. Bring that left foot onto the right side. Now we are going to do in the same formation of the leg two twist. One is left arm reaching up, roll back into the floor next to the buttocks, right arm reaching up and landing that elbow onto the left side next to the knee. Now what you're trying to do is you're trying to breathe and you're going to open up, shoulder roll back on the left, or looking onto the left side, pull the belly in and right foot is flexing. Very gently, 6 deep cycles of breath while you're in this. One breath is expanding, one breath is elongating. Observe shoulders relax, just open. For a couple of more times, breathing. Shoulders relaxed. Just observe the commentary of the mind. You're right, you're wrong. This is effective, this is not effective. Take a deep breath in and coming back. Now keep that leg formation, only the chest comes back, shoulders relax. Now twist the spine to the other side. So right arm roll back onto the floor. That's it. Left arm reaching. That's it. Elbow. Take a mudra. One foot is flexed. Observe the body, observe the breath, observe the mind. So there's a special space that it has been observed. Formation is change. So the mind might have different idea about the posture. So this is a good time to observe, but I'm not wrong. These are the rules. It's only natural to punish who are breaking the rules, but first in hand ask where the rules comes from. So this goes to finance, this goes to relationship, this goes to health. Just take a break from this. Obviously, you might have who would want to do this kind of things. These people need to be punished. Take a deep breath in and coming back. Shoulders relaxed, chest open. Now let's do the other side. Take a deep breath in, right knee onto the chest, right foot land on the left side. Take a deep breath in, right arm reaching up to the ceiling, roll back onto the floor, keeping the elongation of the spine, chest open. Left arm do reach up and land next to the knee. And you're coming into this place of allowingness. The third eye has created a space much more lighter, but it has not lost its functioning. You're a little bit deeper than the surface. Taking a couple of more deep breaths to let the breath offer you a glimpse of the greatness. Let the body offer you a glimpse of this greatness. Let the practice, third eye offers you the glimpse of this. Take your inside of the third eye, the responsibility that you have living in this space. And coming into the capability of that realization. Changing the sides onto the other side. Take a deeper mudra to break out from that polarity, from the two sides of the mind. The choral, the trivial, now take that couple of more breaths. Shoulders relaxed, just open. Take a deep breath in, breath out, naturally releasing from that space and coming into a seated position. Shoulders relax. Take a moment to listen to the breath without any addition. Take a deep breath to feel the body without any addition. Allow to delve into that present moment. Let the space of the Chiddakasha, the third eye, to experience without the objective of the body and the mind. Let all the dimension to communicate. Otherwise, it's like you're born into this mansion of so many areas. When you have an identity, you are stuck in one room and you will never discover the gateways to communication, to other spaces, other dimension. So you could see at this very moment that egotistical demand is there, accepted, but it's not your reality. Because you're in the space of a consciousness, bringing that awareness, that light, that immediate effectiveness is there, even to the shadows of the mind. Now, whatever the problem or the difficulty, the business can come into a decision from this space, not from the space of the agitation, the violence, the anger. Or you can revisit a space that you were troubled yesterday. And you can ask whether it's still in that same space of aggression. Now take a deep breath in, stretch the neck onto the right side, releasing the tension of that stress and the worry and the overwhelm of the mind, holding on to that fear, anger, and sadness, feeling that you need to constantly control your life. Thoughts makes the muscle tense up. Take a deep breath in back into the center, feeling and letting go. Stretch the neck onto the other side. Observe the mind that you take from a workaholic level is the only level that you have to come out of this. Are you a person that unconsciously experiences the weight of the responsibility you carry? Breathing back into the center, shoulders relaxed, just twist the spine to the left side, very gently releasing the tension of the difficulty. in expressing that your true feelings for fear of not being accepted. Breathing in back to the center. Change the formation of the legs. Twisting the spine to the other direction. Releasing the tension of I'm stuck in a fight or a flight or frozen and I'm releasing them. Back to the center, arms raised onto the ground. Take a deep breath. Now very gently interlacing the fingers and tense the muscle. Hold on the tension for about 10 counts while holding your breath. Breathe out, release, and relax your muscles and drop the arms slowly. Breathe out. Now take a deep breath in and very gently breathe in and imagine you're filling your body with a ray of blue light, especially the color of the third eye, to dissolve all the tension, all the difficulties from your muscle. I'm melting all that density away. Take a deep breath in. And coming into the Namaskar position. And allow this space of energizing the third eye, bringing that alignment, assists you to relax and become more open-minded and become more wise to understand. And may the practice give you the courage to deal with your emotions and to free yourself from all negative and dense energy that has blocked your pineal gland. Namaste. Shoulders relaxed, chest open. Namaste.